Hi everyone. This week I made a championship belt and I'm going to show you how I did it. Hi everyone, welcome back to the City Aperture YouTube channel. I am Jose, also known as City Aperture. So this week I made a Volleyball Championship Belt for a friend of mine. And we're going to go through how I went about doing that. As always, I start with a sketch. I'm going to hold that up. You guys can see it. I'll scan this in and put it up on the screen so you guys can look at it. But I started with a sketch, just getting an idea what I wanted to do. My friend, him and I play volleyball for many years now. He's leaving the country, so I wanted to make him something to take with him to remember all of us from the team. So, I started with a sketch. I later then went on and did a CAD drawing. I'd like to draw my templates and whatnot in AutoCAD because I just know that software really well. I printed it out. Here you can see this is a printout of the CAD drawing here. Just so that I could test the fit and how it felt holding it. I also used this template later, we'll get to that. Once I had this CAD drawing, I went through and used Fusion 360, which is an Autodesk free software, to model the pieces that were going to be 3D printed. And that is the center piece here in the middle and the two end pieces, right? I ended up having to break the model of each piece into halves just to make it easier to 3D print. And I, 3D printing took quite a bit of time. I was in a bit of a time crunch. But each piece took about 3 hours to print. And then I had to join the halves together. I had to clean up all the supports and the brim, and then with a little 5-minute epoxy I glued all these pieces together. I also gave it a little bit of backing just to be safe with so, make it nice and stiff. And then it just got into a ton of sanding. I sanded this part. I didn't have a ton of time, so I couldn't make them fully smooth like I have with other projects. But I wanted it to be, somewhat smooth, not to be as noticeable it was 3D printed. Then I used this template that I showed you earlier, right here, for the belt part of it. I made the belt part of it out of foam mat. I didn't have the time to go get leather and whatnot, but here's basically one of these foam rubber mats that are usually for the floor. I cut that out with a template. Then it was just a matter of painting this part. The center one got painted gold, obviously, and then the side one's silver. I used a quick, fast, dry paint that I have laying around. This Rust-Oleum can of paint here for the silver pieces, and then a similar can for the gold. Once those were painted, and I painted, and I sanded again, and I painted it one more time, just to get it smooth, or as smooth as I could with my time constraints. I then went and I painted in the sort of recessed pieces. I added a little bit of black, just to give it more depth. And I did that with an acrylic paint, just a regular black acrylic paint. After all the painting was done, I used some of this fast drying polyurethane to seal the whole thing. You can see it there. I'll put links to some of these paints in the description. But that's sealed in sort of the paint finish and the black paint in the background. And then I had to put the supports that are here in the back in order to get it through the belt part of it. And those are just some thumb screws with a little 5-minute epoxy to adhere them to the back. I punched some holes in the rubber and put it through. That makes them hold on nice and tight. Once they were all bolted in place, as you can see here at the back there, once they were all bolted in place, it just became time to bejewel it. You gotta add some diamonds when you have a championship belt. So that was just the second part. That was just the end part of it, is just starting the bejeweling process. And then the belt was done. I did it in about a day. Probably 8 hours worth of work. And that's including some of the 3D printing time and not the 3D printing time, but the modeling time and the drawing time. Like I said, each half took about 2 hours, so you've got, almost 8 hours in printing just there. But yeah, I sort of banged this out in about a day and a half. And I'm happy with the way it came out. I know my friend liked it. I'm going to go give it back to him. I had to finish a couple of things on it. We all signed the back of it, telling him goodbye. He'll be back in about a year and a half, but, So it's a nice sort of trophy to hang up on the wall. It's not wearable, although you could, you could hold it if you were a champ. But, yeah, it's not really wearable. I think one day I'll make a wearable one, but, this was just sort of a fun trophy, if you will. And yeah, that's it. It's a quick day and a half, so hope you guys liked it. I'll have some photos while I'm talking here still. If this is the first time you found the channel, please subscribe. I'm going to do more projects like this, and thanks so much for watching. If you guys like this project, then maybe you'll enjoy the podcast that I do with my two colleagues, Claudia and Ray. We discuss purpose-driven design, making, and manufacturing. We talk about architecture. We talk about all sorts of making. We have a project of the week. So please check it out. Again, it's called The Made Podcast. Thanks so much.